Cindy Adams, President and CEO of the United Way of the Columbia Willamette, is here to tell us more about our new and innovative assistance program. Good morning, Cindy. Go ahead and take it away from here.
Good morning, and thank you, Mayor Wheeler. Good morning, media. For over 100 years, United Way of the Columbia Willamette has been working to meet the needs of vulnerable families across our region. And so in that spirit, we are proud to step up and help the city of Portland with this new partnership, and delighted to be involved in the household assistance program in supporting our community through this particularly difficult time. Next week, we will have two opportunities for the public to access assistance through this program. As the mayor mentioned, there are 2,800 prepaid cards that will be distributed through two open application rounds on a first come, first served basis. The first opportunity for the public to apply will be this Tuesday, October 27th, beginning at 9 a.m. The second application round opens on October 30th, beginning at 1 p.m. All applications must be submitted online at www.pdxassist.com. To be eligible, the applicants must be at least 18 years old to meet in this particular moment. A recent PSU survey showed that 53% of Oregonian tenants paid their monthly rent by cutting back on food and medication. And we also know that the BIPOC community has been disproportionately impacted by the pandemic. So I want to again thank the city for their partnership and for the opportunity to help our community in this time of desperate need. Thank you.
Thank you, President Adams. All right, we will now take questions from members of the media and reporters. If you have any questions, can you hit the raised hand icon? And we can start taking your questions. And we ask that you let us know who your question is for before you ask the question, of course. Looks like Elise Haas has her hand up. And Elise, you have a question? And who's it for?
I figured out how to unmute myself. I'm Elise Haas with Coin. You may have answered this, but my question is, how long will this go on for, to have these payments of $500? And if I missed it, I apologize.
Shannon, do you want to take that?
Certainly. Good morning, Elise. Shannon Callahan from the Portland Housing Bureau. We have an opportunity for a one-time card for individuals that are residents of Portland. There will be two opportunities next week, as Cindy indicated, that are available through the website pdxassist.com. Did that answer your question, Elise?
Okay, so yeah, this is good. I'm glad I'm clarifying. So these, for what the mayor was talking about, getting, let's see here, 27,000 Portlanders will have $500 assistance payment. So it's a one-time payment. It's not reoccurring.
It is not reoccurring, no.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Do we have any other questions? I don't see any other hands raised. Okay, here we go. Devin Haskins from KGW. Devin, you have a question, and who's it for?
This could be for the mayor or Cindy. It's really just a clarification on the difference between 27,000 Portlanders, but only 2,800 prepaid debit cards. Is that taking effect just the household members too, as far as how many of those apply to? If that makes sense, the way I'm asking it.
Hi, Devin. There will be an opportunity for, and Shannon, you can probably fill this in as well, for up to 4 household members who qualify from each household. There will also be opportunity for Oregonians to reach out to culturally focused and culturally responsive BIPOC agencies or community-based organizations who will also assist in helping to get 27,000 of these cards out into the community.
Devin, United Way is one of our major partners in this, but there's about 40 organizations. Now I see I have to do this. Hang on. partner organizations. So we're working with different service providers, different culturally specific organizations. And we wanted to highlight United Way of the Columbia Willamette because they're obviously one of our key partners in this, but they're one of many partners. Shannon, I don't know if you have more color commentary on that.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, we do have 34 community-based organizations who are already distributing cards, and through their networks and communities, we're trying to make sure, as the Mayor and Cindy indicated, that we are reaching Black, Indigenous, Latinx, and other people of color. But it was also important for us to design a program which had an opportunity for a public offering for those folks who may not be connected to community-based organizations. And so they would have an opportunity to apply through the Portland Assist program at pdxassist.com next week.
Okay, thank you for the question there. Alex Zielinski with the Portland Mercury. Alex, you have a question, and who's it for?
Yeah, I do. I have a question for Shannon, which I think she kind of just answered actually for me, but I want to make sure. I know there are a number of different organizations distributing cards to folks right now. And so I'm guessing the big difference here, which you just noted, is that this isn't specifically through a connection through a specific housing organization or community organization that works with people of color or, you know, more specific populations. The big difference is that this is just kind of accessible to everyone in a really straightforward way. Or can you also kind of explain how this folds into the other programs that are going on right now?
Well, certainly. And thank you, Alex, for the question. One of the things is that United Way is the partner organization that is helping all of the other CBOs as well. So the community-based organizations, as I mentioned, 34, are taking application materials and then sending those to United Way, who is doing the mailing of cards to people. As well, we have this opportunity for members of the public, Portlanders who are not connected to an agency, and all cards will be mailed to households. We're trying to limit in-person exposure related during this time of the pandemic. So trying to offer opportunities both through community-based organizations and through a web-based program.
All right, thank you, Director Callahan. Elise, you have another question?
Yes, am I unmuted or is it working?
You're working.
Oh, okay, cool. My other question was, you said that some people have already started the application process for the ones who are already connected to resources, but for the ones who are going to be in the general public applying next week, how soon could they see a debit card in the mail if they're chosen?
We expect that the cards will be processed in the month of November. So we think it'll take a couple of weeks to get the cards out just through the bank and then mailing. And the website is available for people to review in advance so they can see what they need to do. The application will also be translated into Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Russian. So we wanted to make sure that we are talking about this opportunity as soon as possible so that people can see what they would need to do to apply next week. We also felt it was really important to have 2 opportunities for to apply. So we're doing it on 2 different days and distributing the cards then to make sure that we're capturing people during times that they may be able to get online and fill out the application.
Thank you, Director Callahan. Any more questions? I'm not seeing any hands raised. Looks like we're coming to a close. Again, a reminder, United Way's website with the application and the program information is www.pdxassist.com. And we're going to include that along with the application dates and program eligibility and the full press announcement, which we will share with members of the media just as soon as we sign off. And of course, we'll share that with anyone else who registered as well. Sounds like we've come to an end. So thank you all for joining us. And we'll see you again sometime later.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good Friday.